two D's, and a capital H. Oh, I'm live. I could hear it for a split second there. That was really bizarre. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an extended matchup, week 5 between Loki's Deceit and Aphrodite's Enchantment. I'm going to be your host this evening, Mod Hobbs, and with me is Aphelion, who is mostly going to be doing broadcast. This is Ascendent. Thank you, Alec Byrne, for that question. We're talking about the top team right now in Ascendant, Loki's Deceit. Top team in every division right now. They've only dropped a single map. This Mod Hobbs guy seems chill for real. Yeah, if you can spell my name right. Papa. Of course, that's not what you can see because my name is spelled incorrectly there. You can fix that, Aphelion, when you get a chance. Alrighty. So yes, Loki's has only dropped one map so far. Well, they've dropped more maps than that. They've dropped one game so far. That was to Dionysus Madness back in week 3, who is also undefeated through 3 weeks. We don't know about that week 4 matchup, but they did pick up 2 maps on there, leaving them firmly in first place with 11 maps won. We're looking at this roster today for Loki's Deceit. Of course, Mensa taking up the role as the Forge Master, but the Forge Commander, of course, is Festus on that, probably that DPS role today. We're going to be getting Meower in first to start things off as well on probably DPS. Parasite. Parasite was a bit of a late sub, I think. Nope. Coming in as well. And Rayon is going to be rounding out that team for their starting lineups. Of course, on the bench, they do have Toaster and Newports, which will be very helpful for them. As well, we are going to have... Sorry? Oh, I'm ready at any time. You can go ahead and put them in. And the other team, we got some of my old teammates from a different league. Of course, the FC for Aphrodite's Enchantment. We have Glide or Talus. Go to Chrissy Wissy coming in on support. It looks like we're going to be having Cryptic or Siptic, depending on which version you want to call, which version you want to see their names. Taco will be coming in playing, it looks like, the tank today. And we got Freaks Wizard running everything out. If everything is to be believed, Taco is going to be coming out on that Zarya. We might just be seeing the early TP from Glide before they jump on. Okay, we're testing it again. Okay. All right, it sounds like I'm back in here again. Sorry about that, Spade. I do return. Early first point has gone to Loki's. Festus doing a little bit of hovering back here, getting themselves into a position. Ball getting ready for a big slam. The Fiery coming in on Taco. There's a good pincer move, but able to get out. A Parasite able to find the Cassidy. The Freak Wizard goes down. More movement from Glide, trying to get in on Mensa. Mensa's able to escape, though. Glide putting as much slicing in as they can, but Rayon finds Taco. Taco is out of mech. Cryptic finds Meower, which could give them an opportunity to push him, but here comes the barrage. Ends up finding Go to Chris. Putting more pressure now. Freak Wizard goes down, and we're closing in on last fight territory now for Aphrodite. They're grouping up again to get to 5. And they have it. Trying not to take too much poke damage. All going from the center, and there go Mines right into their choke point. Finds Glide. Glide unable to do anything. Taco getting really, really low now. Freak Wizard sitting at half. Cryptic is at half health. Taco is trying to take a flank around to see if maybe they can get a touch on point, but they're not going to make it in time. And that is going to be a very quick 2-0 for Loki's Deceit. Here in Nepal. It just looked like that Aphrodite just did not have an opportunity to get set up to do whatever they wanted to do. And the pressure just kept coming in from Loki's Deceit before there was any chance to get anything accomplished. They were able to find a few picks here and there, but the pressure from Rayon on the wrecking ball, they were coming in from angles that I don't know that I was expecting them to come in from. And we are going to be getting a sub in from Loki's Deceit. At least one. I'm sorry, no, this is from Aphrodite's. So Freak Wizard is coming out in favor of Invert. At least that's what was stated. Oh, got to pick map first. Right. Yes, you got to do things in the proper order. For those who don't know, and you all should know because you all play in this league, map does come first. The losing team picks the map. Then both teams will make subs as need be. That gets, then there comes the roster lock from there. And the bans. First ban goes to the team that lost the previous map. Now your goat Taco wins. Well, so far, Tetanus. Okay, we're getting a bit of an audio thing here, so we'll be back in a moment. Okay. And no worries. We're having a little bit of technical issues, but we are now back here. And early push is going to Aphrodite. Rakoff coming in now on Malga. With Wizard on the second. Well, big sleep and a big purple coming in on Malga. Is Newport's going to be able to punish as a result of that? Newport ends up falling pretty low. But Meower gets Freak Wizard from behind. They don't see the Tracer come in. And Rakoff falls to Parasite. That, when the Ana gets you, that's a bad night. Newport's continuing to put pressure on this team now. The Tracer coming in. Trying to get a good angle on the Lucio. And out they come. Now Loki's Deceit making progress here down the, I guess we'll call it the 2nd Street. Coming up on Butt Scratch. Rakoff already falling to half health. Zap's coming in. Rakoff can't get anything done there because, and here comes the nano onto the monkey. Monkey is zapping away. Able to find Zipnik, able to find Go to Chris, and the jump and punch on Freak Wizard. Now Rakoff coming in for the 1v1. Chris not respecting the 1v1. Well, Newport's is starting to fall a little bit low here. They're going to find the pressure and get jumping on it. Rakoff jumps onto the backline to try to get Parasite, ends up taking his sleep dart to the face. But Newport's also diving into the backline themselves and finding Cryptic. Freak Wizard finds Meower, though. Newport's ends up landing on Glide. And now Rakoff getting dangerously low and ends up falling to Newport's. And again, playing Touch the Spawn Doors is Loki's Deceit. Oh, Mensa getting dangerously low, is able to TP away. Now they're in here trying to set up this dive and see what they can do on this backline. Here comes the rush from Mensa, but she's low. Festus is able to get the rail on Freak Wizard. Here comes the beat. Oh, and Glide is able to find Parasite. Kodakris finds Festus. They're both getting dangerously low now. Cryptic ends up falling to Mensa. But that push is now turning away. Rakoff finds Mensa now. Meower and Mensa both finding picks of their own. Freak Wizard ends up falling to Meower. But we are 2v1. Oh! The Pulse Bomb gets on Glide. Mutually assured destruction between the DPS. Rakoff diving in now because it's going to get purpled and then railed in the head. And not in the fun way. A little bit of monkey business from Newport's. As they turn down the final stretch, they do not have far to go here. 3 meters, 2. Here, 2 OCs coming in from opposing sides. Freak Wizard falling low, gets the Susu. No pressure, no kills coming in from either team yet. Both Freak Wizard and Parasite fall. That has got to go in favor of, and it does. Aphrodite is now able to push up after clearing out most of the team. Mensa able to escape. Well, Mensa being very, very sneaky in the back line. Getting there, trying to survive back there. Newport's now has that monkey all up. But this is a new fight. This is an opportunity here. Freak Wizard already coming a little bit low. Here comes the Orphan from the Moira. See what it can find. It finds nothing. But Cryptic and Glide both starting to get very, very low here now. Now Parasite also falling low. Parasite falls to Rakoff. Cryptix falls though. And this pressure coming in from Rakoff on Mensa. Able to get the dive in, but not able to finish it off. And Rakoff ends up falling to Newports. But where's the bot? The robot is all the way back at the center. And now it's got to be pushed up all the way. And it's going to give Aphrodite's an opportunity now to reset. Oh, Meower could be getting caught out there. Able to save their recall. Newport's diving in under the back line. There goes the bubble with Meower. Putting pressure here now on Glide. Glide getting a little bit dangerously low. Gets healed up. Simtix and Freak Wizard both low. But they're able to find Newports. That is huge. Rakoff is pushing the bot while this team fight is happening up here. That is sneaky. And Rakoff able to get back out again before this is all turned around. Rakoff again on the point. The monkey. Now the monkey gets dove and Rakoff has to jump to safety, but he jumps right back down to the mid of the fray. With the Moira though, that's going to be so tough. Now Newport's eyeing a Freak Wizard who's able to escape. Everybody's so low on an Aphrodite's. But Glide is the first one to find Parasite, and the Freak Wizard goes down. Both of the Tracers getting work done. Newport's calling dangerously low. Festus and Meow are able to finish the dive, but Newport's does end up falling. And that monkey, Rakoff pushing now for free. Where is the team? And they jump back to try to provide a little bit of help here for Glide. Putting the bubble down, but no, Mensa finds Glide. Rakoff finishes off Festus. The pulse bomb lands on Rakoff and forces the monkey ult. Swinging away now, but Rakoff falling so low and ends up falling to a punch from Mensa. That's a little ironic. Trying to dive the back line now. And now we have the Raging Monkey coming in from Newport, swinging away, finds Cryptic. Mensa again. Fisticuffs going after Freaky Wizard. And the bot gets back up over half. Festus gets the blade and able to find Chris, but falls to the Disruptor. And now Coalescence trying to come in and put some pressure on the Glide, put some pressure on Rakoff, both of them falling dangerously low. Rakoff down. The orb gets Rakoff. Go to Chris is able to find Newports though. Every time it looks like it might be over, Aphrodite is able to come back and push the bot up a little bit further. Now the Doomfist in from Rakoff. Let's see what this can do. We do have a Tracer on Tracer duel here in the back line. See what they can find. Meowers at half health, but here comes Mensa in with the kunai and the healing paper. Festus trying to find... Oh, Newport's able to find the punch and the electric shock on Siptic. And Chris ends up falling. Rakoff getting low. Rakoff falls to Meower. And now Glide, all alone, has to escape with their life. Getting chased down. Oh, Glide forces the recall. But still so dangerously low in health. Glide is so low, and here comes Freaky Wizards, the OC. The beat comes in, but after the purple drops, Glide falling low. Freaky Wizard is the first to fall to the Genji dash. Cryptic gets Mensa with a beautifully headshotted. You know how much I love that Kiri on Kiri action with the kunai. Goated Chris gets the boop to Festus, but Newport's and Parasite and Meower all finding purchase, all finding kills. And now just the Rakoff left on the Doomfist, and he ends up falling. Another punch, a little more irony. And Loki's Deceit picks up map number 2. Greetings. The zap here, and then that nano jump. Finding 1, finding 2, and we know what happened at the end of that when they dove in and got the rest of it off. So that's 2 maps, and those are 2 fairly decisive wins from Loki's Deceit. Again, but every single time that we thought that it was going to be over, Aphrodite was able to turn it around and at least be able to get a little of an action. This went 10 minutes. This went the full 10. And there were times that it looked like it was going to be short of 5 minutes. But then they'd find the kill on Newports. Really great opportunities for Aphrodite to come and push that back, but unfortunately, just a little bit in edge for Loki's Deceit. Aphrodite's Enchantment now gets the next pick, and we are going to the most controversial map that's not called Numbani. You either love it or hate it. We're going to Atlas. I used to hate Atlas, but I actually ended up finding it quite kind of intuitive in a lot of different ways. Like the health packs are exactly where you think they should be, and that's always very helpful. Aphrodite's Enchantment looks to be locked up with this roster. Not subbing Tackle back in. Gonna keep Raykov on the tank here. And it looks like that's going to be the same from Loki's Deceit. We'll see in a second. Oh, I spoke too soon. Meower is being subbed out in favor of Toaster. Toaster, of course, known for their absolutely dominant play on Freya, has a master's level Freya. So we'll see if we're going to get any of that play coming out on here, or if we're just going to see them stick onto the Cassidy. And just as I stated, controversial map, Mensa appears to have taken issue with it. A little bit of friendly banter happening in match chat. My dear cat Odin has come to join me. Though it's at times I wonder whether or not I should have named him Loki, considering he is responsible for a lot of shenanigans in my life. And in we go to Atlas. Now there are a few different styles that you can play on this map. Does have a lot of interesting angles for poke. We end up tending to see. Uh-oh.
Ready for battle.
Yes, they did. Ana got banned. Ana was banned. And Mauga banned. So, Newport's coming out on the Reinhardt with Parasite playing the Zenyatta. And Toaster coming in on Vendetta. So not the play that I was expecting to see. This high ground now being contested by both teams. Raykov is just dangling, ready to come in. But Toaster and Parasite both find purchase with their first assaults. Chris falls as well. Glide follows behind. Raykov trying to get something done and just escapes with their life. And Loki's with the early aggression finds the first cap. These numbers starting to climb up now for Loki's as they are going to continue doing what they've been doing all map, and that is continuing to put pressure down the front line of Aphrodite's. But Glide is the first one to find something, gets the sword through the head of Festus. And we are seeing Vendettas chase each other across the map, but Glide is starting to fall a little low. Glide finds Parasite. And now is trying to slice up Newport's. The hack comes in, but it doesn't matter. Glide is able to finish off Festus. Raykov finishes off Mensa. And in a turn of things, Aphrodite's just absolutely dominates that attack. A big slam comes in from Newport's, able to find two. Triptych goes down. They're continuing that pressure. Sojourn is able to get Toaster, but Mensa finds Sojourn as a result. The mines coming in on point, trying to boot Newport's into those mines, but the hammer is getting there first. Trying to get Glide on that charge, just misses. Festus eventually, Festus takes the sword to the cranium. Oh, Glide popping off, finds Mensa as well. Raykov finds Parasite. Glide ends up falling to Newport's, and Toaster finishes off Freaky Wizard before them also being popped off. And now the first point goes to Aphrodite's. Are we in what we could see as a reversed sweep? They are first to second point. Newport's dives in, gets a solid punch, but the TP comes out. Raykov trying to put up Festus, but Festus is able to find the dash and the punch on Freakwizards and Cryptic. Newport's coming in from the outside, putting pressure on the Lucio. Chris falls, and once again, first capture will go to Loki's Deceit. We're seeing the Vendetta swing out here to the left. No support help. Just the Lucio getting in there now, as they're trying to put pressure now on the Brigitte. And it falls in the rally. Both rushes come out. Glide getting dangerously low. Mensa finds Cryptic and go to Chris. Mensa alone taking care of that support line. Toaster finds that Freaky Wizard. And that's going to be another full reset now for Aphrodite's Enchantment. They're waiting it up. They're 5 again. Festus finds Freak Wizard though, and Newport's finds Cryptic. Raykov able to get the headshot up on Parasite, but it's going to be different. But here come the mines. The mines give them the best opportunity, except for the sword that comes in and clears half of them out. The Vendetta ult finds nothing, but Glide is able to finish off Toaster. The big slam coming now. And the beat. Chris drops the beat. And they're able to get the flip. Is Newport's going in or out with this one? And it looks like they're going out, and Festus takes an L so they can get the fast reset. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say that they were going for the fast reset. Match chat might disagree with me. Newport's putting pressure on Sojourn now right up the middle. They fall dangerously. No, and here comes the big sword from Clyde. What can they find? They don't find anything. Here comes Blade. Festus finds Chris, and Mensa again with that Kiri on Kiri action. Finds the kunai to the skull. Toaster finishing off Glide. And that's going to be another flip here from Loki's Deceit. They are. The graphics are backwards. Thank you, Badger. Looking looking dominant, and this is an absolute testament to the kind of the culture that they've developed. As we can take a look at the standings here now, I can talk you over them. Loki's Deceit currently sitting in second place in Imperium, but that is only because Icarus's Angels have played that extra match. Loki's Deceit still has a game in hand. And if they win their next match this week, which is against Eros Desired, who are no scrubs themselves, they're going to have that opportunity to move back up into first place. In Ascendant, they have 14 points. In Demigod, they are undefeated. In Mortals, they have their one loss came in week 4. And here we are now looking into week 6, and Loki's Deceit in almost in every single division looks like they are the teams to beat. Looks like pugs are in order. All right, thank you, everybody. My name has been Mod Hobbs. I'm still Mod Hobbs. Thank you again to Aphelion for doing production here tonight. And our final score, Loki's Deceit 3, Aphrodite's Enchantment 0. And we will see you in the next one. Have a good night.